Hey there, my name is Andreas Wolff, I'm 25 years old and I'm from Coburg, Germany. 6 years ago, I was a DJ for electronic dance music. Today, I'm a pianist and a composer for piano music. So, what happened there? Let me sum up those 6 years in the next 2 or 3 minutes of this video. Well, my musical story is actually none of those typical love stories where I was just born and knew I was destined to be a musician. Actually, I was not even interested in music at all until I was 16 and wanted to become a DJ. And that's exactly what I did. But after a couple of years, I wanted to get more original and create my own electronic dance music. And out of that reason, I got myself a digital audio workstation and a MIDI keyboard. But soon I realized that playing around on a MIDI keyboard is just so much more fun than endlessly tweaking those knobs until you have the perfect synth sound. And that's basically what brought me into playing the piano. And that's also how, from that day on, my life changed completely and music became alive. After 1 or 2 years of learning the piano on my own, only with the help of YouTube, I decided that I want to become a professional musician. So I dropped uni and applied for music school, and lucky for me, they took me. There I had 2 years of classical piano lessons and of course some more additional theoretical courses. That got me into improvising and eventually composing. And that ended up in me composing my first piano solo EP alone in the wild. The only problem was there was no one listening to my music. So I had this crazy idea in my head. If no one comes to me to listen to my music, I should just reach out to the people and bring my music to the people. But how can you do that? Well, you can do a European piano busking tour. And that's exactly what I did. I traveled to Germany, the Netherlands and England. And there I shared my compositions with the people on the streets on my piano, which actually worked out quite well. So back from the tour, I started to study at the University of Music in Weimar, and there spent the next year to write my second EP, Wayfaring, which is basically my musical diary about this European piano busking tour. So Chili, why should you invite me to your masterclass? Well, you know, I could tell you that since day one from playing the piano and composing, I'm so passionate about those things as I've never been earlier in my life before. That's also the reason why I'm working my off for hours and hours a day to get better at composing and playing the piano. I could also tell you that for me as a composer, not only the composing but also the performing is a very important thing for me. That's also the reason why I busk throughout the whole year, even if that means that I have to play for hours at -10°C outside in the winter, or why I plan and organize my own concerts so I can bring my music to the concert halls. Or I could tell you that I would really love to learn how to improve my composing process and my compositions by such a genius musician like you, who's also actually alive, because let's face the truth, in music education you learn a lot from the dead guys, not from the living. You know, all of that would be true, but forget about that, because there's actually only one real reason why you should invite me to your masterclass. I make a pretty damn good apple pie. And Chili, you really want to have a bite of one of those, trust me. So for the end, let me show you a small bit of a composition I'm currently working on. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to see you and the other 4 in Cologne very soon. Until then, see ya. Bye.